Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we're here today with episode number, technically 1 of the Eastern Michigan Online Dynasty here. I'm doing with one of my friends from school, and today we got game number 1. The Husker Ninja era begins here in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and we'll see if Husker Ninja can come over and if he can turn these Eagles into a powerhouse, as they do not have really any football tradition at all. And we're going to send you out to our broadcast team. We'll see you at the end of the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rynearson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We got a Week 1 matchup here between the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the New Mexico State Aggies. We're excited to be bringing you Eastern Michigan football here on the Horn Sports Network. And as New Mexico State wins the toss, elects to defer, there goes Eddie Doherty. And Eddie Doherty with a 36-yard return right there. And you can see right there, the Husker Ninja era has begun here in Ypsilanti, as he is coaching his very first game as head coach of the Eastern Michigan Eagles. First drive of the game for this Eagles offense, it's a 3rd and 4. Got about 5:45 to go here in the opening quarter. The last thing you want to do if you're Eastern Michigan is go 3 and out. They'll give the ball to Shaq Van, and Van will bulldoze over a man, and he's going to get the first down, pick up a gain of 5 yards. Later in the drive now, we got a 2nd and 10 here for Eastern Michigan. 4:15 to go here, first quarter. We'll see if the Eagles can get some points on their first drive of the season. They're going to give the ball to Van. Van bouncing off tacklers. He's going to go inside the 5, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Shaq Van, the running back, with the first touchdown of the year. And it's a 42-yard burst. He broke a couple tackles. You can see right there, broke those 2 tackles, and then he was off to the races. And so it's a very quick strike here on this first drive for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And we'll see if the defense can come up with a stop of their own. Starting at their own 25, we got back to pass is Tyler Matthews for New Mexico State, and he's going to be brought down by Amos Houston. He wasn't really back to pass. I think that was a design QB run all the way, but Amos Houston said, not so fast. Now we got a 3rd and 11 here for New Mexico State, looking to avoid going 3 and out on their opening drive. Matthews going deep, knocked away, incomplete. And so that will bring up 4th and 11, and New Mexico State will have to punt. We now got a 2nd and 3 here for Eastern Michigan. Coming up on 3 minutes to go, first quarter. They got the ball already in enemy territory. Got it at the Aggie, call it 46. So 2nd and 3. We'll see if they can get the 3 yards needed here. They'll give the ball to Van. And Van's got a first down on a gain of 5. Shaq Van with 5 carries, 56 yards in the score already on the day. And he's found some nice lanes to run through here in this first quarter, including a 42-yard touchdown run in which he broke a couple of tackles. But now it's a first down from the 40. They'll give to Van again. And Van right up the middle, gain of 11, first down, move those chains for the Eagles. 6 carries, 67 yards for, I believe he's a redshirt sophomore. But he might be a junior, I don't quite remember. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. It's a first down at the 30 of the Aggies here for Eastern Michigan, who already lead 7-0. A 2-score lead here would be nice for them. We'll see if they can pull it off. Man in motion here on first down. And it's play action. Roback throws. Has a man. It's Tuttle. Cody Tuttle right there. Gain of 15 yards. He's got 3 catches for 25 yards, and that's another Eastern Michigan first down. And they are now into the red zone. There's a little celebration between quarterback and one of his offensive counterparts. Now we got a 3rd down and inches from inside the 10, actually probably inside the 6. This could be the final play of the first quarter. It's a give to the fullback, and Levante Robinson with 2 yards and a first down on 3rd and inches. But that'll do it for this first quarter of play. Eastern Michigan leads New Mexico State 7-0. But they're on the move. We'll be back here on the Horn Sports Network. Alright, first and goal here as we begin the second quarter of play. Eastern Michigan knocking on the door, looking to go up 2 scores here. Roback throws, got a man at tunnel. He's going to break a couple tackles and he's in. Touchdown for the tight end, as Roback is 5 of 6 with a touchdown. A very nice start for the junior quarterback. And Tuttle there to make the catch. Spins out of the tackle of a couple of defenders, and it's an easy touchdown. 2nd and 2 on the ensuing New Mexico State drive. They'll give the ball to Rose, and he's blown up in the backfield. Loss of 3. It's Amos Houston there again. You're going to get credit for the stop. But so far we've seen some nice plays out of this Eastern Michigan defense. It's a 3rd and 5 here for New Mexico State. Looking for back-to-back 3 and outs is this Eastern Michigan defense. Throws underneath, throwing it away out of bounds actually as the pressure was coming. Matthews has started 0 for 3, and it's another 3 and out for New Mexico State. On the ensuing Eagles drive, they are at the 35 of New Mexico State already. It's a 3rd down and 5 here. Roback throws on the slant. Nice pass. Squeezing in a pretty tight window there to Austin Stone for 14 yards. Move those chains for Eastern Michigan. They're in the red zone now inside the 15, down at about the 11. It's 2nd and inches here. They scored a touchdown on their first red zone trip. We'll see if they can do the same here. Coming up on 4.5 to go first half. They give to Van, and Van right up the middle, practically untouched. That's an easy Eastern Michigan touchdown. Van's 2nd on the ground so far today. And all of a sudden it's 21-0 Eastern Michigan pending the extra point, which is right down the middle. And so New Mexico State finding itself in trouble. Throws on the screen, picked by Williams. He's got no one in front of him. Pick 6 for Eastern Michigan. And in 2 plays, he gone from 14-0 to now 28-0. This has turned into a blowout here at Rynearson Stadium. It's now a 28-point Eastern Michigan lead, extra point pending. And this Eastern Michigan defense has given up 4 yards of offense. They've also got a pick 6, and it's been all Eastern Michigan here in this first half. New Mexico State desperately trying to stop this blowout, get some positive momentum for themselves, as Matthews is going to scramble. He's got 13 yards and a first down. So 3:52 to go first half. A nice play there. Throws underneath. Nice catch along the sideline. And it looks like tack on 15 more. There's going to be a roughing the passer. That is on Anthony Zappone, the middle linebacker. And all of a sudden, UMass has it at the 24 of the Eagles. So this would be a nice answer for New Mexico State if they march down the field, get a touchdown, cut it to a 3-score game. And then you get the ball to start the third quarter, you never know what could happen. Maybe your defense gets a stop. All right, then on first down, down goes Matthews, brought down by Tim Gordon. Sack is a loss of 3, sets up a 2nd and 13. And so that is just all-around heads-up defense. Brown was the first man there. And so he's going to get credit for the stop. Now I got a 3rd and 4. Under 3 minutes to go first half. Matthews wants to take off. Got away from 1, not 2. Down he goes. It's a loss of 8. And Mike Brown right there to make the play. Well, actually, there are a host of Eastern Michigan defenders right there. But Brown will get credit for the sack. And that will hold New Mexico State to a field goal attempt here to finally get on the board. And on the shutout, the kick is up. And the kick is good. You take a look now at the total yards by quarter. Even more balanced here in the second quarter as both teams have had a couple of possessions. But ensuing Eastern Michigan drive here, it's 2nd and 6. Under 2 minutes to go, first half. Roback back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Fires. Got a man. It's Doherty. Eddie Doherty, 11 yards and an Eastern Michigan first down. First reception Doherty has had today. And that'll make it a first down from their own 45 here for the Eagles. Throws underneath. Has a man. It's Browning out across to midfield. That's another Eastern Michigan first down. Tack on 15 more for a roughing the passer. It looks like Stody Bradley, the left end, is the guilty party there. 15 free yards for Eastern Michigan. Now we got a 3rd and 1. Only 1 yard needed here. 58 seconds left first half. And they were 3 of 3 on third downs. Now Eastern Michigan's 4 of 4 as they're going to get the first on a 3-yard run. 49 seconds to go first half. We got a 2nd and 10 from about the 22-yard line. Roback looks, fires, got a man, it's Davis. Kevin Davis, 18 yards inside the 10, down to about the 5. It'll set up a 1st and goal. 3rd red zone trip for the Eagles. First 2 resulted in touchdowns. Roback going to keep it himself. He's got the corner. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Roback on a 4-yard touchdown run on the design QB keeper. And all of a sudden, any momentum New Mexico State may have had from that field goal drive has disappeared as Eastern Michigan marched right back down the field. But there's still time left. Big running room right there for Tyler Matthews. It's a 37-yard scramble for the quarterback. And now we got 7 seconds left in the first half. It is a first down at about the 25. They'll throw to Rose, who's going to be knocked out of bounds for a loss of 4. But because he got knocked out of bounds, New Mexico State's going to get a field goal try in. And after taking 2 timeouts, cites the kicker. Here is a field goal as the first half expires. That is pushed wide left, no good. So maybe Husker Ninjas timeouts really did ice the kicker, and maybe it was just a push. But either way, New Mexico State does not get a field goal before the end of the first half. And so our halftime score is Eastern Michigan 35, New Mexico State 33. So far it has been all Eastern Michigan here in Ypsilanti. We'll see if New Mexico State can mount some sort of second half miracle here. First play of the third quarter. It is a first down. Matthews set to take off. Down he goes. O'Connor got to him. It's a loss of 4. And that's a great way to open up the second half if you're the Eastern Michigan defense. Loss of 4. Matthews just really got brought down right away as O'Connor did a nice job of reading the quarterback and being wary of an attempt to scramble. So we'll see what the Aggies have up their sleeves here on 2nd and 14. Man wide open. Down across midfield. Broke 1 tackle. And Clayton Granch with 34 yards and a big first down. Later in the drive, we got a 3rd and 10 from the 24 of Eastern Michigan. 6:15 to go here, third quarter. Matthews feeling the pressure. Down he goes. They got him again. Guess who? It's Pat O'Connor, his 3rd sack of the game. 5 total tackles, and this O'Connor's 3rd sack will tie the school record for sacks in a game. And O'Connor just worked around his blocks, came back around, and still got the sack. A big sack there sets up 4th and 14. And out comes the field goal unit, 1 of 2 today. We'll see if they can tack on 3 more. But no, they push it wide left again. That's back-to-back misses for this New Mexico State kicker. And with 5:55 to go, or with 5:50 to go here in the third quarter, it remains 35-3. The ensuing drive here for Eastern Michigan, they're facing a 3rd and 4. Down to about 4:40 to go here, third quarter. And I notice they've been playing the clock more, just letting it run down with a 32-point lead. Not too concerned about needing a ton of points or a ton of time. Van going to be blown up in the backfield. He's not going to get the first down, and that's the first failed 3rd down of the day for Eastern Michigan. They'll punt it. Later in the ensuing drive for New Mexico State, they got a 3rd and 3. They'll give to Rose, and Rose Madden stopped in the backfield. Anthony Zappone, the middle linebacker, says, "You're not getting the first down on my watch." And so that sets up a 4th and 4. New Mexico State lining up to go for it. 2:45 to go, third quarter. You're already down 32. Why not try and get a first down here? Throws, nice catch, nice pass. Jaleel Scott, 18 yards. Move those chains for New Mexico State. They're in the drive with 1st and goal. They'll throw underneath. That's picked! Back with the second interception of the day for this Eastern Michigan defense. But wait a second. It's coming back. We got a roughing the passer on the outside linebacker. And so we'll see what New Mexico State can do with this second chance. A 2nd and goal here. They'll give to Rose, who's in for the touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run for Larry Rose III. And New Mexico State has chipped in this Eastern Michigan lead a little bit. Now a 25-point lead for the Eagles. 2:07 to go, third quarter. As Doherty will take the kick. And he's going to bounce off a couple tackles, get it out across the 35. Nice return there for Eddie Doherty. So we'll see if Eastern Michigan can move down the field here. See Van with 13 carries, 93 yards. But it's a 3rd and 7 here for Eastern Michigan. They're looking to avoid having to punt here. And we will see what play call they've got up their sleeves. They're going to go with the halfback screen. But New Mexico State not fooled. It's a loss of 4. And Eastern Michigan's going to have to punt. Roback 14 of 16, 117 yards and a score. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter to go here in Rynearson Stadium. And Eastern Michigan up 35-10 over New Mexico State. They are 1 quarter away from a resounding home win in the first game of the Husker Ninja era. Following, I don't even know what happened. They sent out the punt unit, and somehow New Mexico State started in the red zone. I honestly have no idea what happened. But Rose goes right up the middle untouched, and all of a sudden it's only an 18-point game. Ensuing Eastern Michigan drive, you can feel the tide and the momentum starting to shift a little bit. We'll see how this Eastern Michigan offense answers. We got a 2nd and 13 here. Desperately trying to get something positive going to kind of ease the momentum that is now firmly on the Aggies side right now. It's a design QB run. Roback got the corner. He's out across the 45, out across midfield. 31 yards on 2nd and 13 by Brogan Roback. And that was exactly the kind of spark this Eagles offense needed. Momentum had started to turn in New Mexico State's favor, and Roback with the 31-yard run helping to reverse some of that. So now we are coming up on 4:50 to go here. 2nd and 7 here for Eastern Michigan from about the 45, maybe the 46 here. And the snap will go to Van. Van, he's got a block. Van's got a first down and a gain of 11. And that will put Shaq Van over the century mark. He's got 16 carries, 104 yards, and 2 scores. They go play action. Roback lobs picked off. Right with the interception for New Mexico State. Roback looked like he had a man, but did not quite lead him enough. And it's the first turnover of the day for this Eastern Michigan offense. And after that nice throw to Jonathan Boone, maybe New Mexico State gets a score here and things get interesting. We got 3 minutes to go. It's a 3rd and 4. Matthews wants to take off. Down he goes. Pat O'Connor again, the 4th sack of the day. And that will be a new school record, as it sets up a 4th and 10. The 4th sack of the day. O'Connor's in the school record books all by himself. 4th and 10, and New Mexico State's got to go for it to try and keep their comeback hopes alive. Matthews feeling the pressure. Hit, down he goes. Back-to-back sacks for this Eastern Michigan defense, and that should give him a good chance to wrap this game up. He just came free, blew right by 2 guys, and dragged the quarterback down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. 2nd and 10. We got 2:35 to go. They'll give to Van. Van goes up the middle, 13 yards, first down, Eastern Michigan. 17 carries, buck 17 on the ground, and 2 touchdowns, and that will do it. That ends this game, and Eastern Michigan wins the opening game of the Husker Ninja era 35-17 over New Mexico State. A resounding home win is exactly what the new head coach was hoping for. If you take a look at the box score, the Eagles had 0 points after halftime, but they did enough damage in a 28-point second quarter to win this game fairly easily and not worry about not being able to score in the second half and control the clock. Roback went 17 of 23, 132 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, completed 73% of his passes. Overall, not a bad day for the redshirt junior quarterback. Van, the redshirt sophomore, 18 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Along of 42, he averaged 6.5 yards per carry. Roback added 5 carries and 43 yards and a touchdown of his own. Receiving total led all receivers 6 carries for 42 yards and a score. Doherty had 3 catches for 15 yards. Davis had 3 for 35. Van had 2 for 3. Browning and Stone both had 1 catch for 14 apiece. And Robinson had 1 catch for 9 yards. Defensively, Pat O'Connor led this defense with 10 tackles, the only Eagle in double-digit tackles. Next was Amos Houston with 6. Juan Giraldo had 4, so did Derek Williams. 3 there with 3, 2 had 1. O'Connor had 5 tackles for loss. Next closest was Houston with 3. Zappone had 1, Gordon had 1, Brown had 1, and Derek Williams had 1. Sacks, O'Connor had 4, Gordon 1, Williams 1, Brown 1, and Houston 1. So overall, that's 8 sacks. A very good day for the Eastern Michigan defense. Ross Williams also had a pick 6, so they chipped in on the scoring on their own too. It was a very solid defensive performance despite giving up 2 second-half scores. But remember, one came off a fluke. I don't even know what happened when they came out to punt. But Eastern Michigan wins the opener here at home. First game of the Husker Ninja era is a success. Eastern Michigan wins 35-17 over New Mexico State. That'll do it for us, and we will see you next time here on the Horn Sports Network. Have a great day, everyone.